everyone, welcome to Wellness Wednesday. My name is Allison Castiles and I'm a school-based occupational therapist with Kids Inclusive. Today we'll be talking and demonstrating some strategies to support mental wellness and regulation during this time of self-isolation. So for all of us, unpredictability in our schedules, the inability to be fully engaged in the activities that we find meaningful in our day, these are factors that contribute to challenges in our ability to feel in control and calm. For children and families, this can result in experiences of insecurity or anxiety. So today the focus of this video will be demonstrating some tools to support co-regulation for children. Before jumping in, it's important to acknowledge that regulation, it really develops on a continuum. So before a child is able to independently demonstrate the skills or exercise the skills that help them with their regulation, they need to be shown them first by a trusted adult, and we call this co-regulation. So today my colleague Nicole and her son Callum will demonstrate some simple strategies that you can try at home. For more strategies to support you during this time, go to the Kids Inclusive website and click on the COVID-19 resource tab.
As you can imagine, we all have our own ways to regulate our bodies, our thoughts and emotions and behaviors. One adult may de-stress by meditating, while another might prefer to go to the gym. So remember that your child's needs and preferences vary as well. What works for one child may not work for another. It's also important to consider your child's developmental age and stage when you're implementing some of these strategies. Think about the types of support that work for them and how you can help make them successful. Here are a few strategies that we use in my home to help keep us on track. Sometimes when we're upset or frustrated or angry, it can be really hard to calm ourselves down. One technique to help is doing some deep breathing. Some children may need some visual support to help with this, and what I have here is just a symbol for wait. And we're going to use the yellow dots to take some breaths as we pause. Are you ready? 1, 2, 3, and 4. Some children may be really motivated by music, so using a short song may be really beneficial. When you feel so mad that you want to roar, take a deep breath
and count to 4.
1, 2, 3, 4. My son's class used cosmic yoga on YouTube on occasion to help them with regulation in school. It's been really helpful at home as well. These videos are familiar to him, but in general, yoga can help children relax. It can help to relieve stress and anxiety. It can help with sleep and improve emotional regulation. Overall, it helps to improve mood and affect. And it's something easy to implement at home. Taking time to make a connection is always important, and that may look different from family to family. When we're feeling stressed or overwhelmed, a snuggle in a quiet space and a book always helps. Little Nick right here, who is going to bed, held on tight to Big McBurney's very long legs. He wanted to be sure that Big McBurney hurts. So be patient, be consistent, and be a detective. Find the things that work for your child and for your family.
So we hope you found those videos useful, and just to summarize, some of the key messages are that the role of the adult is just as important as the role of the child when it comes to co-regulation. Like adults, children have preferences related to activities that support their bodies and their minds in returning to that calm state where they can be attentive and engaged and ready to learn. So some children might prefer quiet sensory type activities. Other children might prefer something more physical, resistant say, or lots of movement. Other kids like deep pressure, like hugs. As the adult, it's our role to help them identify what those strategies or tools are and how we can help them return to that state. So this is the zones of regulation, and there's lots of programs like it. I like to direct adults and children to something like this because it's really visual and it's concrete. So as the adult, we can help the child identify their state and what strategies help them if they're in an elevated state or really kind of under-elevated or under-stimulated state. How can we help them with those tools that we practice return to this, the green zone, or the zone where they're ready to learn and they're engaged? I think all students, all kids benefit from lots of structure and routine in their day. I think it's especially important now that school's closed and they don't have the same routines that they're familiar with. So something like this is easy to make with some post-it notes. And it just highlights, it helps them keep track of what they're expected to do. And you can really help a student or a child by building in some like physical activities or those things that we know help them stay regulated in their day. So we hope you found this useful, and go to the Kids Inclusive website and you can click on COVID-19 resources to learn more about other activities and resources that we've developed.